My perspective on confidential surveys being led by HR in any organization, great intention, amazing if you can pull it off end to end without diluting the very purpose and ethos of a confidential survey. Couple of things a brand needs to keep in mind that when I do a confidential survey, the confidential survey tells me the pulse of what is going on in the organization, which may always not be visible 100% to the leadership. So it gives the leadership some key tenets to work on how to improve workplace performance, happiness indexes across the board, satisfaction levels or satisfaction scores amongst your internal customers, as we call it, employees ultimately. Now, the important thing is, I have in my few consulting assignments that I've been doing with some large companies, noticed that confidential surveys are just the opposite of what they're called. There was a recent situation where I've actually found that the senior leadership knows exactly who has answered what, and the assumptions drawn are that person is irritated irrespective of what the company does for him or her. That should not be the outcome of a confidential survey, confidential quote unquote, in this situation. There have been cases where HR has actually called people and said, please don't submit your survey because you've been pulling down our overall scores. Goes back to that video we did on KPIs. I'm sure HR has its KPIs as well, but you need to hit those KPIs in a pure manner, not by manipulating results. The gold standard, if you ask me, in my career has been the Googlegeist survey that we had at Google. Very clear indication of who does what, which team is happy, which team needs work, and the leadership actually had takeaways at the end of it. We also had a similar survey when I was at Meta. Managers and leadership had very concrete takeaways that they needed to achieve through the year in terms of solid improvements that would keep getting tracked periodically. So keep your confidential surveys confidential. It will benefit your business in the long run. If you try to put a spanner in the works, it will backfire and you will have more dissatisfaction than ever before.